Hey, what's up guys? This is revisiting an old classic that I've owned for some years, but I never really got into this game very much. So I'll just let the demo play here for a moment. I also haven't played this game for a few years, up until right now. Like, this is my first time seeing all this stuff right now. I do appreciate it that there's a ghost right in the intro, so it's clear right away that there's paranormal in this game. Alright, so there's our hero. We've got some green transparency going. So the colors and the details are awesome in this game. So that's one reason I return to it every few years. I always wonder if I'm missing out for not getting into this game more. So, alright, so let's check it out. Here goes. I don't know if it does anything else, if I should let it keep going. Probably just gameplay now, yeah. Alright, so let's go back and start it. Option, let's just check. Normal, sure. Jump, grab, jump, sure. And that's it, okay. Now I gotta say, that is just awful right there. I mean, look at these beautiful graphics, but that voice clip is just terrible. Yeah, it's just such weird, unique gameplay, and I know that's what they were going for, but I just never really got the hang of it. Look at that background, though. There's the bird, you know, the swan flying by. Really nice, really detailed and colorful, like I said. Reminds me of the Sonic games more than anything, as far as the artwork and the graphics and colors, but a little bit more detailed than that. At least most of the Sonic stages. This is more detailed than most / all the Sonic stages, all the Sonic games. Oh, look at that, a Chaos Emerald. Wonder what that does. Listen to that soundtrack, too. It's so great. What was all that rumbling? Was there, like, something going on? There probably was, like, an earthquake that I didn't realize. I don't know what that was. Now, differences from the Sonic games. Oh, look at this! How nice. I know you're supposed to hang on to these here, so let's see what happens. Now, differences visually. The gameplay difference is obviously the very unique gameplay here. Oh, I must have to jump from one to another. Oh, I know. I have to, like, jump off of it. Okay, here we go. Boom. Alright. So yeah, we've got similar momentum-based gameplay, physics-based gameplay, which is similar to the Sonic universe. So that much is the same. But obviously the gameplay is very unique, and I'll talk about that a little bit more later. Oh, another Chaos Emerald. But yeah, besides the gameplay differences, the graphics remind me a lot of the Sonic series, but these seem a little more detailed and a little more nature-based than the Sonic series. Oh, this is the end of the stage. Alright. This is cool. The end of the stage is always sweet. Let's see, I think I'm charging up more and more here. Alright. Boom. Oh, it's just part of the stage? Alright, cool. I do love that, though, because the dude is a shooting star after all. Okay, so here's the boss, apparently. But anyway, yeah, so for the graphics and artwork, I think that would be a pretty fair comparison. That they're very similar to the Sonic games, but a little bit more detailed, a little bit more nature-based artwork and graphics. Like you can see all the blades of grass and stuff like that. I'm getting destroyed here. I don't know what to do with this boss. Let's see. Oh, maybe I just avoid him. Now, the only thing that this guy can do... By the way, Ristar is apparently the way that his name is pronounced in the game somewhere. I haven't seen that myself, but I heard someone say that online. Alright, so apparently I do have to do something with this boss, but I don't know what to do with him. Oh, did I just get him? I mean, obviously if I can, like, grab him and smash into him, then that would be an attack, but so far he's... Oh, there we go, I got him. Sweet. So yeah, a lot of, like, extra special effects. A lot of detail, a lot of fluid animation, a lot of extra little details and animations everywhere. So really pleasant to look at. So I'm obviously playing this as someone that's pretty unfamiliar with it. Like I'm not even sure what exactly to do for a lot of these spots. Let's see. So yeah, I used to always get like a little bit annoyed with the gameplay like this. You know, like, come on, let me just go to the next area. Or maybe I'm supposed to go down or whatever. Come on. Oh, there we go. For whatever reason, that side worked. I literally did not see what I just got hit by. Anyways, great game. Great game altogether. It just said to go down, and now I have to fight the boss again. Alright, if I can... I just got him once. If I can avoid getting hit myself... It's so hard to avoid getting hit, though. Alright, there we go. Now, why did it say to go further down? I want to go check that again. That arrow is what I'm talking about. Down. What? Oh, also, I need to point out that the enemies in this game are alive, and that's a huge difference from the Sonic universe. Because Sonic's enemies are always robots. Sonic is never... Oh! I didn't think that would end the stage. I'm supposed to go... You're supposed to grab that thing in the middle of the stage and propel yourself upward. Not just walk off stage. I didn't think that would end like that. Alright. Alright, look at that gecko in the foreground. That's so awesome. Alright, so I gotta say a couple reasons why I'm playing this right now. A couple things that I had just seen online recently. It sort of shifted my ideas of this game a little bit. By the way, there are leaves floating down in the background. Just, what a great game. There's just so much loving care that went into all the artwork and graphics and colors, etc. So that much is clear just by looking at it, but I could just never quite get into the gameplay mechanics, like I said. I could mostly get into it, but I never quite got it down. Still very fun, you know, like that right there. He's hard to aim when he's doing this, but it works out because he bounces all over the place. So you still end up being able to bounce around to where you want. Also, this is just like Nights into Dreams. When he does that, the way he flies is just like Nights. Oh, there's a treasure chest up there. So here he goes, attacking some of these living enemies, quite different from Sonic, with his exclusively robotic enemies. These are all organic enemies, all living beings. However, Ristar seems like a pretty harmless little shooting star anyways, so it's not like he's really killing these beings. He's just bopping them with his shooting star self. Yeah, definitely weird gameplay mechanic that it's based on. But it was weird on purpose, obviously. It was unique on purpose. Alright, so that brings me to these things I had seen online recently that I've been trying to get around to explaining. So, one thing that I saw recently that got me more interested in this game again. Hang on a second, I'm going to get a sip of tea here, sip of hot tea. Talking so much in this video so far. Alright, so I'm looking around. Apparently there's just no timer, so that's a nice change from the Sonic games. And by the way, that is... despite all comparisons and differences with the Sonic series and with other games, beyond all of that, this game mostly will always look like the Sonic games. Like, there's just no way around it. They've got a similar cartoon 16-bit style. Phew, that was hard just now. That was hard to get him up there and not get hit by that enemy, but that also shows my total beginner skills at this game. So, yeah. For about the 100th time, let me go try to explain these things I saw recently online. Hang on a second, let me get this here. Yeah, so here's the momentum / physics-based gameplay, just like Sonic and Nights into Dreams. The way he bounces all around when he's flying like Nights. I love it. Let me go do that again. It's got such a great feel to it. I mean, just like it feels great to control Sonic, and just like it feels great to control Nights, this feels just like that. Just like those two games. It feels great just the same way as those two games. It's just so satisfying. He gets to fly just like Nights for a minute. God, that's so fun. Alright, one more time. Also, I'm trying to get up to that upper level because probably it's better to go to the higher level. I mean, that's the theme in the Sonic games anyway. Usually there's more stuff to, more items to collect, and there's less enemies usually at the upper levels of a stage. But apparently I can't really get up there? Oh, okay. Guess I can't flip him up there. Unless I'm just not grabbing it right. No, he seems blocked off. Alright. Jump off. So that narrows it down to going over here. Alright, so there's the lights flickering on and off. That's sweet. This is a big deal whenever the Genesis does this. This is showing off the Genesis... what's it called? Not transparency. It is transparent, but it's the shadow mode. It's the transparent shadow mode. Shadow / highlight modes. So that's what this is showing off here. This was useful because it let the Genesis alter its color palette. So effectively, it overcame some of the Genesis color limitations by altering the colors that it can produce, and therefore, you know, sort of cheating in a way to push the Genesis to create a lot more colors than its hardware really can. I'm just repeating this effect because it's put to good use here. Not many games really made good use of that, but some of the later games did, just like this here. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to pause it. Next chance I get. Boss Arena, Riho is coming. Alright. Alright. Love the sunlight effects there. I should say, actually, that the most famous use of that shadow, transparent shadow effect is in all the 16-bit Sonic games. They all use it for the water areas. So when I said that it wasn't used a lot, the shadow highlight modes weren't used a lot, I meant besides the obvious use in the Sonic games for water. And also I was referring to actually using it as a lighting effect like we see in this game, which doesn't happen in the Sonic games as far as I remember at the moment. It's used for all the water in all the Sonic games in 16-bit. But as far as using the shadow mode for actual light effects of the stages themselves, that's rare. So we see it here. I know the first Vector Man game also made some good use of it for shadows and light and dark in its stages. It's all that comes to mind right now. So it was used in a few of the later higher end games like this in Vector Man. If I think of any other games that it was used in, then I'll mention it. Probably used in both Vector Man games, but I just really haven't used... I really haven't played the second one very much at all. But I assume it's used in there as well as the first game. Alright, so the things that I had seen recently online that got me to revisit this game right now. Alright, here's the first thing. I read about where this unique gameplay comes from. Like, where the idea for this unique gameplay comes from. And where it comes from is the developers playing all of the popular platforming games of the time, like all the Sonic games, the Mario games, everything else, like Vector Man games, etc., etc. Donkey Kong Country games were popular at the time. So they were specifically... Oh man. I'm actually not entirely sure how the life system works in this game. Oh, look at that. It's like the Street Fighter 2 countdown. That's great. How fun. I love all the extra animations and stuff. What the heck was I just trying to say before that? I totally lost my train of thought. There's so much going on in this game. So yeah, got it. Developers were playing all the popular platforming games of the time, and they were trying to think of what gameplay mechanic has not been used in all these games? Obviously, almost every game has jumping on enemies as an attack, for example. So almost any platforming game has jumping on enemies as an attack. And there are certain other very common themes among platforming games, but alright. Doing pretty good right now, I think I got it. But yeah, specifically they wanted to create something new that had not been done by the end of the 16-bit era in platformers. So that's where this really comes from, this absolutely unique gameplay. It comes from that specific purpose of creating something unique for a gameplay mechanic. Man, I feel like I've hit this guy a million times already. Am I supposed to get this or something? Oh, I'm supposed to get the thing that he drops. Okay. Am I dead? Alright, 1 second. So, also, it was described a little bit more how they thought of this unique gameplay for this game. So it was described. Oh wait, there's so much going on right now during this boss battle. It's hard to talk about something different at the same time. So it was described that the original ideas, the basic original ideas that became the, that turned into this game. Oh, okay. I just had to get that thing that he drops. Then it wasn't complicated. Transparent petals falling down. I love it. This is so awesome. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. I'm not really controlling him right now. I wish I was. Wish you could move him up and down on the screen, stuff like that. Oh, this is great. This is just like Nights now when he's flying like this. I love it. Stars are flying around 3D. I love it. I'll comment on the music too at some point. Once I finish trying to spit out my original points here. Classic water stage, including the music. It's got that echoey, watery effect. I love it. Alright, this has the shadow mode happening when you dive down underwater. Actually, it happens as soon as you jump in, and then it darkens to a darker shadow mode. So yeah, this game is really just throwing out all the stops, just doing pretty much everything that the Genesis can do by the end of its lifespan. You know, everything that the developers have figured out how to do for special tricks and stuff like that by the end of the Genesis lifespan. So that's why this game looks so great, looks and sounds so great. Alright, so again, the basic ideas of the game that I started describing. It was described like the guy was imagining a character on screen that could reach around and grab everything. Or actually, I think originally the idea was reach and touch everything on screen. Um, like, this is the new idea that's never been done in a platformer before. Having a character that could basically reach and touch / manipulate everything on screen. So that was basically, it was more or less how the inspiration of the game was described. You know, in that reading that I had seen recently online. So I like that description because to me it doesn't sound like a platformer. Because again, the description was having a character that could just reach around and touch everything on the screen, or touch or manipulate everything on screen. So that sounds cool, but that doesn't sound like a platformer to me. It sounds like an overhead view or something, or maybe a side view, but it just sounds like a character that would be like floating all over the screen and interacting with everything. Hang on a second. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna die just trying to get out of the water. So yeah, that was like the description of the original idea behind this gameplay mechanic. But even though it doesn't mention it in that description, that it would still be basically a 2D platformer, even though that's not in the description, this game still went on to still basically be a 2D platformer. A great one, but a 2D platformer nonetheless. But I guess it helps me appreciate it more to think of it... Oh, I died there already. I guess it helps me like it more to think of that description sort of, which sounds removed from the genre of being a platformer. So whether or not that's exactly accurate for, you know, the brainstorming that went into it, that's at least the impression I got recently, and it just helps me like the game a little bit more. Now this I know looks awesome, this boss fight here, if that's what this is here. Alright, not the boss fight yet. Actually, no, I'm thinking of a different game. Never mind. I was thinking of Rocket Knight had a really crazy water boss fight on the early on in the game, the second stage or something like that. Second or third stage, whatever. But this is pretty great. The water washing over is a nice use of that shadow effect. So, yeah, I like that description. Oh, wait. Now, he swims nice. He swims like Mario in Mario 3. Frog Suit Mario. Just using the D-pad only. So that's very nice. Oh, I meant to jump up and grab that thing. Anyways, it's so hard to keep the same description going with everything going on in this game. Great graphics though, great color, great detail, etc. We've got the nice rippling effect from the Sonic games and from some other games that have water stages. So yeah, I don't know. It helped me appreciate the game more to think of that gameplay gimmick removed from the platformer genre. Like, it helps me appreciate the gameplay more to think that first was the gameplay and then it became a platformer based on that gameplay. So like basically I'm trying to say I imagine that core gameplay as not being a platformer, just like character floating around the screen or whatever. Um, but this is a platformer, definitely. It's got the gravity and all the classic platformer elements. But that helps me dig the basic gimmick a little bit more. So yeah, it works out pretty well, reasonably well. It's a new type of platformer for sure. I don't know if I was supposed to go in there or not. These are actually kind of like the enemies in the Echo games when he goes back in time. These are more of a cartoon version of him, though. Yeah, I don't know. I just went up there. I guess I'm stuck. Go down here, I guess. Is this a boss? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Alright, I got some health, so that's sweet. Alright, I guess I got access to go beyond that. Or whatever. Now, the question becomes, if this was the gameplay gimmick, if reaching and if a character reaching and touching everything on screen, if that was the central gameplay mechanic, the question is, should that have been a platformer, or should that have been like not a platformer, like an overhead view, or maybe a side view but with the character just floating everywhere? Would that have been preferable to this being essentially a traditional platformer with gravity and jumping and everything else? I don't know the answer to that, but I do know that, like I said before, this is a very unique platformer. Whether or not it should have been a different type of genre to use this is an open question. But as this is, yeah, it's a great platformer. Visually, like I said, it always reminds me of the Sonic games more than anything. Now what? I don't like how I get stuck on places like this, like just not knowing what to do. Like, okay, you have to actually press the jump button to jump out of the water. All right, so let's see. Great music, graphics, colors, everything. Great controls too. It takes some getting used to. He's definitely a rather slow-moving character for those of us that grew up with the Sonic games, etc. But I'll comment more on that later on too. Right now I'm just looking for the right place to go. See, I think not going down there. Oh, you can go faster too. That's sweet. Alright, sweet. He's got fast speed swimming. Alright. What am I missing? This area. That's like Echo jumping out of the water. This is great. It's like there's elements of all the best Sega classics by that point. Alright. Must have to do something with the bubble, obviously. Or else why would they be there, right? Yeah, alright. Now what? Tuh. Sorry, this is probably like the most boring Let's Play, but hey, I said right at the beginning, it's been a few years and I never really got used to this game. Alright, this is kind of interesting, because obviously something to do with this. But what? Oh, I know. I'm supposed to probably ride one bubble all the way up or something. Psst. Man. Yeah, that's probably it. Oh, what? You gotta keep doing this? Oh, that's so annoying. Ha! Oh, that's lame. I don't want to jump from one to the next. Plus, how do you know where to go? Let's see. Probably right there. It's the edge. It's the right edge of where the bubbles are. Oh, I know. You have to go from this edge, don't you? Then go right, because then you could go to the highest spot on the screen, I guess. Let's see. I don't know if this makes sense. It just... I think it makes sense in my mind just now. Let's see. Yeah, now I'm not getting it at all. What an annoying end of the stage. Wow, how annoying. What am I supposed to be doing? Alright, well I guess it's a good time for me to try to spit out the rest of what I was trying to describe. I read online recently that got me to revisit this game. You know, while I'm hopelessly stuck right here. Huh. Weird. What a weird spot to be stuck. And he can only do so many things. Like, all he can do is jump and grab stuff, so... Come on. This probably is not meant to be so difficult, right? Right, Sega? You wouldn't make it this difficult on purpose. Man. See, this is the kind of stuff I would get frustrated with in the past, which is why I would never really sink a lot of time into this game. Oh, do I just go up there? That's probably what it is. It's like, you don't have to go up that high, you just go right there. Oh, I was trying to jump out of the water just now. Come on, man. Come on, Ristar. Oh, God. I could have just done that the whole time. Alright, let's go see what's in this chest. Alright, so... I already described that thing with the arms where the gameplay gimmick comes from. And also, they specifically emphasized the slower gameplay. So that helped me retry the game right now, because... I don't know what that was. Because I never really... Oh, look at this. Oh, okay. Probably where I should have been the whole time. Because that was one thing I never really got into so much, was just how slow it is. But reading that it was meant to be slower gameplay on purpose helped me give it another shot. And specifically, you're supposed to take in all the detail, all the color, of the stages. Like they're meant to be enjoyed more slowly. So I thought, you know, that's a cool description. I'll give it a shot with that in mind. So yeah, alright. Slow gameplay, beautiful stages to take in. Alright. But oh my god, how annoying is this? And am I in the wrong spot? Like, it can't be, right? There's got to be something there, or else why would it be there? There's nothing here. Alright, something else I read online recently. That the music composer is better known as the brilliant composer behind the soundtrack in Nights into Dreams on Saturn, which came out the following year after this. When this game came out, yeah, so I've already gotten here though, so what? Oh man. But anyways, that was another reason for me to give it a shot. The Nights soundtrack is simply brilliant. Simply never been done anywhere else before. For those who don't know, Nights has a soundtrack that evolves better or worse depending on your gameplay and your performance. Just amazing. Nights into Dreams on Saturn is just amazing. Everyone should play that game. And give it a shot. Like, give it a shot to see why people love it. But anyways, what am I missing here? Like, what am I not figuring out with these bubbles here? Plus, what a lame playthrough or let's play this will be. I might just cut all this out because who's gonna want to see me like stuck at the same spot for for 3 hours? Like, this has been at least probably going on 10 minutes now. I don't know what's going on here. There's got to be something with these bubbles. But you can't... Oh, you can't ride them up. You have to keep jumping. Oh my god, it's so annoying. So yeah, knowing that it's the composer from the amazing Nights soundtrack meant that I had to give this another shot, just for the music. Just for the music's sake, as well as everything else. Am I supposed to hold on to it, maybe? Like, what am I supposed to be doing here? No, you can't just hold on to it. What a totally annoying part of the stage. Also, something that clarified the game's sources, not sources, the source of where the game came from. Something to clarify that is that the game is not from Sonic Team. Apparently, a lot of people think that it is, but it's not. However, the soundtrack composer is better known for the Nights soundtrack, and Nights is from Sonic Team, so there's that kind of overlap right there. And also, you know, this is so annoying. I don't want to just stay stuck here. Should I just, like, look up a walkthrough real quick? Alright, let me see. Let me think about this for a second. What in the world am I not doing so far? Ah, I meant to jump. I pressed it. Alright, well, I can get back on that platform anyway, and we'll go from there. The controls are a little bit quirky. Nothing bad, nothing broken or anything, but it's kind of a powerful character with his moves, and it's like Sonic. It's easy for that to get out of control sometimes. Like the old Sonic games, he can be hard to control all the time perfectly, but it's because the controls are powerful and awesome. And because this is a ridiculous section right here. I'm really not a fan of this. And what is that for? Alright. So yeah, the controls are a little more screwy on this section, actually, more than the rest of it so far. Like, I just meant to jump just now. Well, whatever, I'm not used to it. Also, even though it's not from Sonic Team, apparently the game mechanic of his arm stretching out, that's loosely inspired by the original brainstorming session, the long-term brainstorming session that eventually led... Woo! Alright, now what? Now what? Now the bubbles... Alright, you know what? I'm safe stating this. What the heck, man? That was crazy. Save current game. Alright, in case I fall down there again or whatever. Now the bubbles all, like, stop right there, though. So it's not like I can go across somewhere. Although it's like, I must have to, right? Because there's, like, nothing else to do. Oh, wait! Is that something to grab onto? Is that something in just the background? Wait, is that something I can grab onto? No, that's part of the background. Watch a beginner play Ristar. Alright. There's gotta be something else. I don't want to look up a walkthrough and be lame about it like that. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? That's not the word? You know, that's not where I'm supposed to go? Not the place to go? Did I miss something before that? Before that area? I don't know what that was. Well, found a new area. Okay. Alright, this is dope. The character sprite really is animated wonderfully. Oh my god, I was stuck there for so long, like 10 minutes or something. 10-15 minutes? What was that? Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to kill all these guys or what. Apparently so, alright. I'm definitely a fan of the artwork in general. We got the, like I said earlier, we got like the 16-bit cartoon style rockin'. That looks awesome. Yeah, now what? I hope this is not where I've already been before. No, it's probably a new section. He really is a joy to control underwater, anyway. So, there's an enemy in that one chest. So I'm swimming against the currents right now, just like the Sonic games and just like a lot of classic games. So that's cool. I'm surprised I have to keep killing all the enemies in one area. It's very much like the Zelda games, or I think the Mega Man games were like that sometimes. Yeah, it's cool, I guess. I mean, not I guess. It is cool. It's just unusual. I don't think platformer games usually needed you to kill all the enemies in one area like that. Hey, alright, here we go. See, this is funny. If you press like the wrong way, like the opposite way that you grabbed it, you'll slow down like that. And then if you press the same way, you speed up. Anyway. I totally did not fly up there. I thought you had to fly upwards. I guess you have to fly up to the right. Get as high up on the right as possible. Boss Arena. Osad attack. Oh, what? We're underwater? Okay. Alright. What is going on? Those are just the background. What the hell is going on? It's a pink hammerhead shark. There's definitely some sense of humor put into this game. I mean, a pink shark, a pink and purple shark, it's just ridiculous no matter what. Um, but it's drawn well, it's colorful, detailed, etc. Yeah, great artwork. Great artwork. So, this is a game that really never got a whole lot of attention. It's definitely one of the best looking Genesis titles. Um, but this was just... Oh man. This was just the very last end of the Genesis lifespan. So there was just no chance for this game to catch on or become popular. Alright, this is sweet. I'm glad I can start off at the same stage here. The same boss, I mean. Same boss fight. Like I mentioned, the Saturn was already out at this point. Not Nice into Dreams, though. That wasn't out yet, so... Here in America, anyway, the Saturn really had its most popularity the following year. So even though the Saturn was out by this point, it wasn't a popular system right off the bat during this time. However, 2D platformers on the Genesis were definitely not what was popular by this point. Donkey Kong Country games were popular on SNES because they were doing something new with platformers. And so is this. But graphically, it's not as new as the Donkey Kong Country games were. Oh, I'm being destroyed here. So that series really... What was that? The shark was hitting its head on the wall? Oh, this is crazy. So yeah, even though the Saturn wasn't a huge hit right off the bat, that was still the time period that everybody was becoming excited about next generation consoles. So 16-bit games were going out of style in general. And the 2D platformers that were really popular at the time were the ones that stood out the most for looking the most advanced out of the whole generation. Namely, the Donkey Kong Country games. Really seemed like the one most popular series of platformers at that time. So Other platformers in general really were not catching on by the point that this game was released. So it was just impossible for this game to really catch on just by its release date alone. People were getting hyped about playing Virtua Fighter, for example. The 32X was out, the Saturn was out. Other consoles were coming out. I'd have to check exactly what was out, or not quite yet, but it was the time that a lot of new consoles were coming out soon, if they weren't already out. There was all kinds of hype about all these different next-gen consoles. There was 3DO, there was PlayStation coming out soon, I think, if not already out. There was just a whole ton of new next-gen consoles. So yeah, it was just hopeless for this title to catch on. Same for other titles like Vector Man 2. I really remember those two games. Actually, there was also that Jurassic Park Lost World, I think it's called. There was that final Jurassic Park game. There was this. There was Vector Man 2. And those are the three games that I really remember being pushed at the very tail end of the Genesis lifespan. That's already once the 32X has basically come and gone. And once the or not quite come and gone by that point. I guess it would still be. Wait, what's going on here? I guess when this came out, the 32X was probably still being pushed. I'd have to double check all the specific dates. What's going on? What? But yeah, I think the 32X was probably popular at this time, if not already canceled. Saturn was out. Other consoles were out or coming out soon. Everyone was excited about 3D graphics, polygon graphics, 32-bit, 64-bit, etc. So yeah, there was just no chance. Now, that looks good. I don't know what's going on. What in the world is that? Now, one thing I miss from the Sonic games is the infinite life as long as you keep on collecting rings. Similar in the Echo games, Echo the Dolphin games. He has unlimited life if he keeps on eating more fish to regain more health. This game, apparently 4 hits and you're dead. Okay. I get it. Kinda, sorta. Alright. How annoying. This stage. So here's the third stage. Usually I would get pretty annoyed with the gameplay and with different things about it. Okay. By around here, and I am feeling annoyed with different things. Yeah, I wish there was more of a... I wish there was a health system that you could keep on building up again, like in Sonic and Echo games. This is just... Oh, stop. Come on, what are you doing, man? Yeah, this is just 4 hits and you're dead, apparently. With a few power-ups here and there. Which is cool, but 4 hits can go by fast. Also, if this is only the 3rd stage, there's a hell of a lot of variety in this game. I mean, it feels like it's got to be like the 6th or 7th stage by now, but that's because, well, I guess boss stages don't count as their own stage. Oh, God, so annoying! Ugh. Yeah, I wish I could just keep on recollecting my health, like rings and stuff. Alright, I keep on trying to... so annoying. It is great music, and that helps. Helps the whole experience. Because sometimes this gameplay is... Ugh. Alright, now... what can I do here? I want to take this, just in case I'm supposed to. Oh, come on. How annoying. Ugh. This is like the most annoying part. Alright. Oh man, I thought that was just special effects. I didn't think it would kill me. Was that lava, or was that supposed to just be fire rising up? I don't know how I'm supposed to get past that right there without getting hit. Ugh. Oh, come on. I didn't think his arms would get hit if they touched an enemy. That is crazy. If his arms are vulnerable, that means whenever he stretches out, his hitbox is huge. Like, the length of his arms is the length of his vulnerability when he's moving around like that. Alright, I have not gotten past this part once without getting hit. Alright, there it is once. Maybe I should shut up and enjoy the music more. It's definitely a very rich sounding soundtrack. Oh, I hate that. Oh, nice. You can just kill the bird like that. Okay. So yeah, I never really loved the gameplay right away because it is kind of slower than a lot of games. But yeah, you just have to keep in mind that that's on purpose. It's meant to be a slower gameplay experience. And then it's meant to be a unique gameplay experience, and it definitely is. It's a little annoying how, well, jumping over this machine and he can barely clear it. That's annoying and frustrating. Great music though, definitely great soundtrack. Maybe I'll leave that there. That's those 4 hit points again. Thankfully, you get a ton of continues, so that's sweet. What are these things? Oh, that's for the fire. Okay. Well, so far, I'm killing it here. 4 stars. Yeah, since I don't know what to do with it. Alright, I'm gonna wait till the bird comes here. Then I'm gonna go kill him. Oh, come on! Alright, you can't run. That's a little... Whew! I feel like I'm always just barely... clearing stuff, though. Oh, the fire goes back down. That's what's going on. Okay. Oh my god, this is crazy. Now, is that lava or fire? Like, why is it a solid wall like that? Ah! Oh my god. Talk about tense gameplay. You can barely touch the ground at that point. Oh man, I don't like repeating this. How did I just jump so high? Whoa, wait. How did I do that? What? Wait. I totally jumped high. How did I do that, man? What? How did I do that? I thought I jumped high. I don't know. Forget it. Keep going. I got... I got the same stage to keep repeating. See, I don't like when I'm only just barely clearing an enemy like that. Ah! Like, this looks really cool, but I don't like it that I'm only just... Get me out! Ah! I'm only just narrowly surviving. I don't like that feeling. Alright, well, at least that was short. And I have full health again. I want to see that again. That was cool. Can you do it again? You can't trigger it again? Okay. Anyway, great soundtrack. Jump, jump! Jump! What are you doing? Oh my god. Wow, wow. Watch him go right into the fire. This has to be the end of the stage, I think, right? Bonus area. Get the treasure. 3, 2, 1. What is going on? Oh. I'm still not even used to, like, holding the buttons here. Okay. This is bonus? This is like a chore. Like, what an annoying stage. Oh my god. I got a flaming sword? He gets a sword? What? Why did he get a sword and you can't even use it? Man, I don't know about this game sometimes. I do like that move. That's cool. Swinging like that side to side and up and down. Oh, come on. Oh. Dude, what the heck? Come on. Oh my god. And there's a lot of kind of trial and error like that. Like, you'll never know that it's about to fill up with fire until you've already done it. So basically, you've got to, like, go through certain areas and die just to know how it works. And that's not my favorite kind of gameplay, but, you know, then again, you just got to keep in mind this is slow-paced gameplay, and that's it. Just relax, enjoy the scenery and the music. Ugh, I don't like that. Okay, at least right here I know where to go to avoid it. Then it's not like super... Oh god. I'm dead. You're probably supposed to go onto the... You're probably supposed to go onto the ceiling. I wonder. No, how did I do this? Did I grab one of those things? Like, how did I jump higher before? I don't know. I kind of wish he could stomp on enemies, but that's alright. This is unique. I like how many changes the music goes through. Like, it sounds like different songs in different parts of one song. Kind of running out of stuff to talk about. Also, kind of interesting that these look like robots, or maybe they're not, but they're coming out of a machine, so maybe it has mechanical and organic enemies. Oh, come on. Come on. It's such weird gameplay, like he could barely jump. whatever. Here we go. Bonus area, and it's just... ugh, it's just a chore. I can't believe this is the bonus. It's just a chore. Bonus, it's a really annoying hard stage. What is there, no life in this stage? Why does he get a fire sword and he can't use it? Come on. Like, don't make it a really cool looking weapon if you're not going to be able to use it. I'm not sure if that's where I got stuck before. Come on, babe. Come on. Yeah. Excited to not get stuck in the fire again. Life. Yeah. The game is pretty generous with life. It's not everywhere, though. It's not like there's life everywhere like the Sonic games or like the Echo games. But still, for a more standard platformer formula, there is a pretty good amount of health and one-ups. Alright. Oh, God. Am I missing something again? I mean, what now? Come on. Go down here. I don't want to go in the wrong area. Like, I could be going the wrong way right now. Was this something? Alright, this seems like progress, I think. Unless I'm retracing my steps again, which I'm possibly doing. Oh, I totally just did retrace my steps. One hit till I'm dead. I think I'm going to take a break after this because this is getting a little more annoying than fun right now. Oh, come on. Alright, so you've got to speed ahead in the beginning there. Come on, come on, come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. Alright, now this is where I have not gotten further then. Oh, maybe go down right there? Man, I hate, like, getting stuck at the edge of something. Alright. I don't know what all these emeralds do. Alright. Progress, getting to new areas. Now what? Come on. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's do it in order. 2, 3, 4. Okay? Emerald, whatever. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, this is cool. Little memory game. Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah. Well, that's nuts. If that last part was for real, that was crazy. Yeah, I'll be right back. I need like food and new tea and stuff. This has been kind of exhausting. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, this is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. No! I didn't mean for it to get that guy first. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Very doable. No, no, no! I got the wrong one. I mean, I got the one I didn't mean to get. Yeah, alright. Okay, I got it. 1, 2. I got it. 3. Ah! I knew the pattern that time. Game over. Alright, I think there's like a cool outro sequence. Let's see. Oh, I guess not.